Let's get it, man. Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson. I'm here with Eric Michael, the visionary. You do everything, man. What's going on?
What's the deal, man?
You do everything. You cook. You a playwright. You a CEO of multiple companies.
Yeah, gas me up. Gas me up.
you do it all. And I tasted your food, so I know it's good, too.
Appreciate it.
You do it all. So first off, who taught you how to cook?
All right, so what had happened was I got my first apartment, and I couldn't cook anything.
Really?
Like, it was me, my mans Don, Kyle, and Keenan. And, you know, all we used to do was get fast food all the time. So I had this one of my friends, she made, like, chicken Alfredo. I know it's chicken and steak Alfredo.
Oh, okay.
My boy was, like, busting. So I'm like, hey, yo, show me how to make that. Showed me how to make it a little bit, and she showed me to make some other things. I'm like, dang, it's actually kind of cool knowing how to cook.
Right.
And then, you know, at first, you know, girls like dudes that can cook.
Yeah.
So I just started like looking things on YouTube and whatnot, trial and error. And the more I started doing it, the more I was like, I can actually do something with this. So just took that leap of faith and was like, you know, I'm about to start like selling dinners and stuff, because who don't want some like extra cheese on the side? So.
And who don't want good food?
Facts.
Yeah, that's
Big
true.
Facts.
That's true. So you write plays as well. You do a little bit of modeling also. So which one are you most passionate about?
I would say writing.
Writing
is kind of like my form of release.
Yeah, you got the play coming out, right?
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
When is it dropping? Caught.
Coming out soon.
Caught. When is it dropping?
It'll come out soon. We're going to finish recording in the summer, but we do have a prelude coming out sometime next month. So we're going to finish recording that in the next couple of weeks, and then start dropping that as time progresses.
That's cool. That's under Michael Productions, right?
Yep.
That's you. That's one of them. And the cooking company
is Back for Seconds.
Back for Seconds.
Yeah.
I like that name.
You gotta reel them in.
It's true. It's really true, bro. I remember when you first changed it, because at first it was Trap Kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And then you changed it to Back for Seconds. I'm like, he got a point. I was like, he got a point. I can't really be mad at him. I like the name. So tell me about the play Caught.
So how this all started was I did theater in high school and stuff. So I always wanted to go back into like the theater bag, writing and whatnot, but I never knew what I wanted to do. So at first I'm like, all right, bet, let me just write some things down. And it took me about 2-3 years to write it.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, because it's like I didn't have that much experience, not with writing, just in life in general. So when I started writing, it was like more of a genuine thing, because it actually was like me venting on a piece of paper and whatnot. And the main synopsis of the story is basically being accountable for your own actions. So the theme of it is, was it worth it?
Oh,
so like, basically, with each thing that you do in life, is this decision the best thing possible for you? And it's focused mainly on relationships, because we're like, you know, college town or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's where the big meat of the story comes in at. It's like a love triangle type thing, but it's not like it's not like a Tyler Perry love triangle. It's kind of like it's like that city love type triangle with a little bit of
So is the genre a little bit mixed in, like with romance, some drama?
Yeah,
We got like comedic relief in it.
Yeah, it's like a romantic dramedy.
Okay, no, that's good. That's a good blend of everything.
Yeah, it ain't corny and cheesy though. I tell you that right now. It ain't gonna be like, it's predictable. No, it ain't predictable at all. I tell you that right now.
Okay, good. That's some of the best films though. Honestly, like personally, that's some of my favorite. Is when it has multiple categories in it. It's like sometimes it's serious, then it got the comedic relief, and then it's like, oh man, dang, they doing this, and when it takes you up and down. It's on full roller coaster.
Exactly.
That's the best kind.
I wanted people to actually see themselves in certain characters. Like, oh, I can see myself in this person's shoes, or I've been in a situation myself, like, ooh, so this happened to you too, type thing.
Right. So, that's cool. So was it hard, like trying to find actors, people who can actually act?
That was probably the hardest thing.
Really?
How'd
you go about that?
Well, I had an audition, and I want to say like 5 people came. And then as I started putting things out, more people actually started to come to it. But then essentially I had to handpick people. I had to handpick people, like what I wanted to see and whatnot. Like, all right. And I had to decipher between personal and business. So it's like, all right, cool.
Right.
Yeah, I may message you on the personal tip, but on that business tip,
this is crucial to me.
You know, you kind of hurting me, you know. And there's some people I like, they wasn't on the core business wise. Like their schedule didn't align with mine and stuff. So we couldn't move forward. But Yeah, it's low key harder than what you think it is. So that's
Really?
another reason why we had to take a step back and reshoot and refocus, just to make sure we get the most out of the opportunity.
That's cool. Is it something you would have did differently? Like in terms of when you first started the film?
Oh yeah. The first, I probably would have done it scene by scene, opposed of like trying to do everything in like maybe like 2-3 scenes in a day or stuff like that. So if we can get the first scene down like in a week, all right, cool. Then we're gonna go to the next scene. That's what we're doing with this one.
That's
so
cool.
we're taking our time with the prelude and whatnot, making sure that it is effective with the marketing campaign and everything and whatnot too.
Right. So I'm gonna ask,
Yeah.
because you on the show, you on air. Can we get a sneak peek of one of the scenes? Or like what happens during one of the scenes? Can we get some kind of sneak peek? Because it sounds interesting.
I can give you a synopsis of the prelude. So
okay,
for the
I'll
first,
take it.
for the first, yeah, I'm gonna do that. For the first episode, it's called Toxic Likes.
Hey, that's an interesting name. No, it's an interesting name.
So
we live in a world where likes is just everything.
Yeah, so it's like, it's me and my shawty, we in the room, basically, be kicking it, whatever. And
is this your real girl or?
No. This is
character.
You feel me?
Okay, I was.
I ain't got a shawty. I was single this weekend. You feel me?
hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Yeah. So the synopsis of it is like we chilling and whatever, and we laid up, and I'm on my phone chilling whatever, and then she see me like spamming like different girls' pictures, like double tapping and stuff, boom, 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 and she like watch me like a hawk. She like, bro, I know this dude ain't doing this in front of me. I know he ain't, but it's kind of like it's things that I show in like the marketing campaign that kind of gives you a backstory before we actually get into the story itself, so you can be like, oh dang, this is kind of like I'm here with you, but I'm not here with you. So
right.
She feels offended because it's like, you've been doing all this other stuff to me, like not showing me any attention, distancing me and stuff. You doing the exact same thing I see you did to me to somebody else, but you don't see the issue in it. You feel me?
Yeah.
The dudes is like, bro, it's alike. I ain't DM them. I ain't comment. I ain't do nothing. But why are you tripping? Like, come on.
That's a common thing, though. And
so it highlights that because it's like, I know a lot of time dudes, we don't want to we don't want to be like vulnerable and like, bro, you really like tripping or something, and then we don't really see the issue in the relationship. And then the girls, sometimes they don't talk about why it bothers them. They'll just yell at you and yada yada, like, bro, like you don't see it. Instead of like, no, this is why this hurts. This is why
a bunch of yelling but no communicating.
It's a nice little twist.
Really?
I can't tell you the twist. That's gonna throw it off. That just pulls it in.
I was about to have you going.
It just pulls it in, but it's definitely a nice little twist in like the middle of it. So like it goes up and then it's like boom. But you definitely got to see.
That's good. So where is this gonna be? Where is the film gonna be?
So
where can we find it?
I actually do the entire film, I plan on having like a big old red carpet release.
Oh, that's gonna be
still
dope.
Get the location determined and stuff. But for right now, we're gonna build our content like in our audience through social media, so like IGTV, YouTube.
Yeah.
We're actually gonna submit some film festival as well too.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Different things to reach a wider audience. But I know for the totality of the actual film caught, the idea is to have a big, debut private screening before we actually release it. So it's like a private screening of like, friends, family, and a select few of people. They get to see it, red carpet, boom, boom, boom. And then after that, we'll release it to the public. Oh,
that's gonna be dope. Yeah, that's gonna be sweet, man. I'm excited for it, honestly, because you done gassed it up. It sounds like it's really good, and it's so true for the generation that we in. Even other generations, I think everybody can relate to it.
Yeah.
Whether you're a younger person in high school, or older person, married with kids, that stuff still plays a factor because social media has become so huge. So I think that's why.
And that's why
it's gonna be on target.
I'm taking my time with it because like, I'm real sensitive about my stuff. It's kind of like I want things to be perfect.
Yeah, so, ain't nothing wrong with that.
When the balls start rolling, it's like full throttle.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna be in the mirror with the Buffs on, like it's in the mall.
Like my guy up in here he got the Buffs on. He got the Buffs on. He coming all day. He was ready too. He was ready.
So yeah, but I already know once it drops, it's gonna be something very, very like.
That's cool.
relatable. It's going to actually, it's like, ooh, I'm ready for the next one. Because I tell you, each thing builds up. So it's like, what inspired me too, I love Power. I love Power.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, the ending made me mad. I ain't gonna lie.
So who did you know? Who did you think it was when? Who did you think shot Ghost?
Before I saw the leaks, I thought it was. I thought it was either Tasha or Tyreek.
I just want to say, I knew it was Tariq all along from the moment Ghost died. I just capped on the radio. I can't believe I just did that. But I knew I caught myself mid cap. But I knew it was Tariq when they showed Tommy episode, and okay, he telling me we hit the mark. All right, but we gonna wrap it up soon. But I knew it was. I know when during Tommy episode when he seen Ghost and he wanted to shoot, but he didn't. He strained himself. And that's when I'm like, oh, it gotta be Tariq, because he would have shot anybody else.
Exactly.
He would have shot anybody else. So I'm excited about that. But so you said you thought it was Tasha at first?
I thought it was Tasha or Tyreek. It had to be some type of motive to it. That's why. But it's like, that's what drives me, like the motive behind the whole thing, like the relationship dynamics and stuff. So it's kind of like I took a lot of 50 Cent's tactics, because I read a lot of his books too, on how he incorporates the dialogue and the screenplay and the marketing strategies, how he does. So it's kind of like,
right. So you said you read a lot of books. I like reading and stuff. I usually listen to audio books because I'm usually on the go. I'm always on the run. I'm trying to make sure I can still listen to some books while I'm doing everything. So what books would you recommend to people listening, or myself, honestly?
One of my favorite books that I'll probably read again is The 50th Law by Robert Greene and 50 Cent. When I tell you, it's probably one of the realest books I ever read.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's just like, it gives you basic knowledge, street knowledge, but it intertwines the two, where it's kind of like, okay, this is why this works and stuff, and it kind of gives you the characteristics of the type of person you need to be to achieve those type of as he says, like commandments. You feel me?
Right.
But it's just like, it's real fire, and it's like 50 Cent. He does that to this day. It's like, I need to stop saying like.
You are, bro.
He does this to this day. He does to this day on his marketing strategy and whatnot, on how he infiltrates the companies and leaks his own stuff to draw more attention to him.
Right.
So it's just like,
yeah, that's cool. So would you say, all right, this last thing, then we're going to wrap it up. We're going to move on.
Yeah.
Would you say 50 Cent was like a huge inspiration to you wanting to start making films and start writing even more and taking it more serious?
He's one of them. Yeah. I would say that, yeah.
Yeah, he do a great job with that, honestly.
I would love to have him mentor me.
Yeah, he's a good businessman as well, bro. Well, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to play the song that you chose. You want to introduce it? or?
Yeah, let's get it. It's off my man's Boogie's new album, King of My City. That's how I feel right now, the King of My City.
Let's do it then.